You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time. On this program, we bring you up to date, up to speed, and up to the minute on all things entertainment. Hello and welcome to the program. I'm Takumbo Taiwo, and as usual, I'm not alone. Here with me in the studio, it's the buoyant and delightful Lakpe Banjo, and also present is the blunt but rational Ife Oshunkeye. Hello, people.
What's up?
Why are you smiling? Why are you laughing?
Buoyant. Buoyant, exactly. Like I was like,
buoyant.
I didn't know that
What should I
about
have
you, my
said?
party.
Hello.
My party.
Do you think that's an inappropriate word then to describe you?
I just find it funny. It's just a funny
But
word.
you're buoyant and what, actually?
Leave it to your imagination. Trust you if I had to go there.
I know,
Oh,
he
good
always
heavens.
goes there every
voluptuous,
time.
very
Can
buoyant.
you stop? Can you...
Oh, Lord Almighty. So, if I was new with you today,
The Duncan Mighty in the street night.
Yes, how was that?
He's tired, that's what.
That was really dope.
I'm
but
actually surprised to see you here this morning because I
yes.
thought you would have had a lie-in.
Now,
Oh, God Almighty.
it's nothing. It's nothing.
Oh, please. He's going to roll back into bed after
Exactly.
And you guys can't wait. I can't wait to just. I can sleep off right now, so you better talk fast.
All right, then. Tell us what
How
happened.
was it?
How was
It
it?
was amazing. A lot of people came out. Cesar Millie was there. I didn't see OPO as much as I wanted to.
Oh, was he there though?
OPO. No, he
didn't even show-
He didn't show up.
Oh, right, okay.
Tiwa Savage didn't show up.
Okay.
Cesar Millie was there. Mr. 2K was there.
Okay.
Tenny was there.
Oh, was she? She's around?
DJ Exclusive was
Safe.
there.
What was the
Afe from Big Brother.
What was the highlight of
Afe.
your night?
The
Yeah, the
highlight of my
highlights.
night was Duncan Mighty's performance. Now, Duncan Mighty, I've never seen him perform before.
Okay.
His performance was so on point.
Wow.
And I don't know how he got these girls on stage. He got like 4 girls to come and dance on stage. They played one of his old tunes. And he told them to be whining their waist. And then the crowd would say who should leave and who should.
Oh.
And then when he was trying to choose, it would be like, sorry, okay, this is not your booty, right?
In fact, you know you're not supposed to tell us everything. We're supposed to save
Okay.
the best
so
for
it
later.
would be like, should she stay? Should she go? And it was tapping on them, and I was like, what? Do you understand? But I think that was the highlight of the performance. That
All
was
right.
amazing, and yes, I really had fun with that.
Okay, you know what? You're going to be dishing out.
She did.
No, come on, why are you making me
Of
look
course
like...
she did.
So, if you know you're going to be dishing out more later on perhaps afternoon tea time.
Definitely.
Yes.
Afternoon
All right.
tea time. Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Now, on to the main stories of the day. Our first story is on Janet Jackson, who put on a spectacular performance of her new single, Made For Now, on the Jimmy Fallon show. Yes, you saw the video, didn't you?
Yeah, I did see the video.
Yeah, reactions?
I'll let Ife go first.
Okay. I'm very worried now that you're saying Ife should go
Ife's
first.
going to, reel off all the positive things about the video.
Yeah, all right,
Go on.
okay.
Okay. I said, go up with Janet.
Does she say that in the video? They don't say that in the video. It's on the Jimmy Fallon one. Oh, God.
I'm talking
And
about,
also-
but we're talking about the Jimmy Fallon one.
Both
Are we
of-
going?
yeah,
both of them?
yeah.
Okay, in the video we didn't see a lot of that.
No, but the Fallon-
performance
The Fallon
of
one.
Jimmy Fallon
Was
Yeah.
better
we
than the
saw
video.
people. The stage craft was madness. Now they were speaking Yoruba,
Yeah.
not just Yoruba, not the American phonetized Yoruba.
Indigenous.
The indigenous Yoruba, like I was the one speaking it.
Yeah.
Those guys were playing the talking drum, and they were walking down the stage, and they were all dressed in Ankara with the gillies and all of that.
And they were dancing shoki.
And then they were dancing shoki, doing the shaku,
Which is
mixing it all
last,
together.
yeah.
And I'm like, wow, we're global. Well, wow. We're
Right.
global.
Sorry, but I'm just going to rain on his parade
Yeah,
completely.
but before you do, let me just
That's
quickly
normal.
say,
They're cute, anyway.
is it normal? Well, exactly. Anyway, so let me just quickly say, I watched the official video and I saw, I'm trying to compare it, in comparison to the
Fallon.
and I have to say though, as much as the video was colorful, the actual official video, it was colorful and there was a lot of dance, but I thought, they tweaked it a little bit in the Jimmy Fallon one and added a few more dance steps. And Janet herself actually danced more, I think, on Jimmy Fallon than in the video, because in the video, I think she was just posing and looking all glamorous and looking all good and, with a lot of wonderful costume and attire. And I understand African attire. And they got a special...
You don't know Ankara.
Sorry?
No,
What?
he was in the middle of his sentence.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Muy bien, gracias. Don't let me go Spanish on you. Anyway.
Wow.
Wow, I never knew you had that in you.
He hasn't said a word. He hasn't made
thank
sense.
you and something else, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, we're speaking languages, so
That's his point. Anyway,
Okay.
it's going to go
say?
right over our heads. Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, I think the video was great in the sense that it showcased African culture.
Yeah.
However, what I didn't like is, I mean, we went back and forth on this. I mean, we all did, but I personally feel like it's cultural appropriation.
Okay.
And, you know, Africa's hot right now. Black Panther, the whole kind of reclaim your origin movement is happening at the moment. And so I feel like she didn't do justice. And I kept making comparisons to Beyonce. When Beyonce did the Girls Run the World video, she told us that she got these dancers from Ivory Coast. They taught her the routine and she mastered it. And she gave credit to them in her credits and the captions of the video. Same as when she did, I still can't remember what it was, but when she did, she did. This is when she was pregnant and she with the twins, and she did that. Was it the? I'm not sure if it was a Met Gala, but she did a performance.
No, it's not Met Gala.
Was it the
I
Grammys?
think it was the Grammys.
It was
or
a
the
Grammy,
VMAs.
Grammy performance last year, and she had the crown, and she told us that it was, you know, a representative of a Yoruba queen and so on, and everybody knew what it was because she explained it. Same as when she used Chimamanda's feminism quote in. I Woke Up Like This. I can't remember what song it is, but one of her songs on that amazing album. And again, she gave credit where it was due, and we knew that she was giving credit to that culture. Now, the actual definition of cultural appropriation is when you take from another culture and not give it credit. And it happens to black culture all the time, but I feel like it's happening more to African culture, which is good because it's good publicity is bad publicity. I mean, bad publicity is good publicity. But at the same time, though, I feel like in Janet's case, I mean, the nice conclusion that we came to was that it was an infusion of cultures. I mean, there was the Daddy Yankee, the salsa dancing, and the shocky and all of that. But I felt like there was not enough kind of credit given back to Africa. I mean, the Yoruba that they were speaking, and the drummers, I want to know where those drummers are from. Are they from, you know, when we go to Owambe parties and we see those drummers outside?
I don't think so.
This is what I'm saying, but Beyonce actually went to Ivory Coast and got those kids into her video. Like, same as French Montana when he did the video, that video, you know the song I'm talking about, and he had the Ugandan homeless kids in his video. I feel like you have to have some, you can't just steal a culture because it's hot right now and put Ankara prints everywhere, of which Ankara doesn't originate from Nigeria anyway.
Yeah, so because actually I was looking at this, and the fashion designer that they got was actually from Cameroon.
Yes, but this is my issue. This is great, and the fashion designers from Cameroon, and that you're using Yoruba lyrics and all of that. But let us know whether you've been inspired from. I mean, and I'm saying she hasn't given an interview, so I can't really, come and cast her and stuff like that.
Like, first, she hasn't granted an interview.
But what I'm saying is,
you haven't seen the credits given after the show.
I have seen that.
Okay, so if you have seen
we
that,
just have to know that.
Do you know what I have a problem with?
Influence.
I have a problem with the fact that we always expect to get what did you call it? Credit. That we always expect to get credit.
We should.
Look at the way we are all dressed right now. Why are we not giving credit to,
you're giving credit to New York on your thing. You're wearing Supremes.
No, but
that's the same thing with them wearing African print.
No, but we give credit to our stylists.
Our stylists. I'm not talking about the people who make the clothes. But we give the credit to, all our clothes were made in China.
But
all
these
our
people,
clothes were made in America.
Public platform.
You can't compare fashion, right, which is branded anyway.
But this is fashion.
No.
This is just African fashion. The only reason why you have a problem with this is because it's African fashion and you feel Africa should be giving credit.
Sorry, have you completely missed my argument? Have I focused on fashion? I've spoken about the cultural influence and the fact that she has Yoruba lyrics in the song. And the only thing visual that we can recognize is the Ankara.
Okay, you know what? Let me just quickly say where she's coming from, because all she's saying is, from this appropriation thing that she's talking about, is that she wants a little credit, and Janet has not even given a little credit, let alone, even say where.
And the reason why I'm saying, wait, can I just finish? The reason why I'm saying that it's cultural appropriation is because African Americans have, tend to do that because obviously their history is long and very, very watered down. A lot of them don't actually know where they're originally from. So what they tend to do is see Africa as a continent, and Africa as a country, and just anything that's African, they claim it. We're all very Africa's
and then
very
combine
big
it all together.
And combine it all together. And this is my issue. Like Daddy Yankee featuring in an African infused song. I mean, she could have featured an.
All right, you know what? Wait, let me try and understand exactly where Ife is coming from.
Now we're talking about infusion of different cultures. Now we have Daddy Yankee, who is obviously from Puerto Rico, that's South America, right? And We have Janet Jackson, who is African American. You said the stylist is from Cameroon. The drummers were speaking Yoruba. Now, that's like an infusion of like 4 different cultures in one.
I'm not disputing that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
How many people is she going to give credit to?
Okay.
How many cultures will she give
If
credit
he's
to?
being a lawyer here, that's all I can
Do you
say.
understand?
And you're defending
Like,
your
we can't
client.
give credit to everyone. So the fact that they're wearing Ankara, we should be proud that a Janet Jackson,
Ankara
a
is not from
legend,
Nigeria
but
for
we
the
are the
100th
ones
time.
that make
making
it
it look like
popular. Okay, the fact
All
that
right,
you're
guys,
wearing
we're
African-
running out of
African
time, so we need
fabric
to round up.
is enough.
The point I'm trying to make.
Everyone watching that video knows this is Africa.
Yes,
Okay,
in
no.
one line, who wants to round
The
up?
conclusion I'm trying to make is for people that aren't African. If you're going to, showcase African culture, make sure you do it properly and in an educated manner. That's all I'm trying to say.
Well, I'm speaking for Janet Jackson, and she's
hang on.
African American, so it's allowed.
Other African American artists have done that successfully, not the way
Okay.
she's done it. That's all my point.
Alrighty, on that note, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be talking to our studio guest. Find out who that is right after this break.
I actually moved back to Nigeria to open a bakery. This was my goal. And everything I did up till this point was in preparation for this. First of all, life was great because I moved in 2015 right before the recession, right? It was awesome. I was like, wow, there's so much money out here, man. The cost of overheads, power generation, water, you have to be your own local government. And there are no tax breaks. Many places where, where they realize the small business environment is difficult would offer some kind of tax breaks and incentives. We don't do that out here. We want you to come back. We want you to, to start businesses here, but we're not going to do anything to help you. All my experiences in the past have led me ultimately to where I am now.
Welcome back from that quick break. You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Teatime, an entertainment news program, and we're about to introduce our studio guest. She's a Nollywood producer, she's a Nollywood filmmaker, she's a Nollywood actress, and has worked with some of the biggest names in Nollywood. She's forever sexy, knows how to do the red carpet, and can be very funny when she wants to be. She has the highest nominated movie at the 2018 Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Awards for Alter Ego. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. Allow me to introduce Esther Eyibio.
And the crowd goes.
Have you gone all shy?
I can't believe that's me.
That's you.
You're talking to me.
Was that someone else we were talking about?
You.
It's good to have you on the show. Thank you very much for
Really
coming.
happy to be here.
Okay.
It is great to have you on the show, actually, and I've been doing a lot of digging.
Yes, we have all been doing quite a lot of digging, and I don't even know where to start because there's so many sides to you. All
Absolutely.
right, I'm going to let the ladies start first.
Oh, that's not very nice of you. Oh, by the way, Tokumbo's known for his very grandiose introductions.
Grandiose. All right, I'm going to limit it next time.
No, it's nice. I like it. It's really interesting. They always have the same reaction. But yeah, so I wanted
Couldn't
to
even let her just.
enjoy the moment. Come on. She did enjoy the moment.
I did.
not-
Why? I didn't know that was me.
Exactly. It's
It's
nice.
not like it was a lie. Everything was true, right?
I know.
Please do that again.
Oh, and he's the charmer. He's the charmer. But I wanted to speak to you about, obviously, you've had a huge success in the filmmaking industry and Nollywood and the likes. How has it been, the journey so far? What has it been like right from the inception, and what was your main inspiration?
I had to go to school first, very important. So I went to New York Film Academy and I came out and I had a lot of inspiration and I had, I want to do a movie about sex, about addictions, about all of that stuff. Then I started writing. When I was done writing, I thought, ooh, I'm the best writer, Then I sent the script to the director, Moses Inwang, obviously. He saw the script and like, no, this can't work. You're not a script writer. We have to get a script writer. Oh. So that was where the problem started. We had to get the first script writer, the second one, the third one, the fifth one. And it was a problem. Then we started talking of casting and all of that. But I don't want to go into that because I know you guys are going to ask a lot of questions about that. But basically just talking about the scripting, the starting of the film, because it's actually my first film. Okay. Out of school. I never thought of producing such a huge movie that African Magic or AMVCA were like, oh, this is actually really good. So it's not been easy, but we thank God. Though.
Okay,
And I know you've, sorry, I'm just going to jump in there. I know you've had lots of, a huge recognition for your movie Alter Ego.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've been researching around your film Alter Ego as well. I saw the trailers, really, really cool. I wanted to know what inspired some of the content, because obviously in Nigeria at the moment, we don't talk about certain things that you shed light on. I mean, the kind of, like you said, sexual abuse, addiction, PTSD, which nobody talks about. And it's one of those things that it's only suddenly we're beginning to kind of uncover. What inspired you to do things around those subjects?
I just not really. Okay, so I just thought about. I have this friend, who's so much about sex, and I just wanted to write something about her because she's very lively, she's very happy, she's a human being, she's just who she is. So I just thought, let me just write about sex, and someone can actually be addicted to sex. But I didn't know that sex addiction starts from. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was
serious.
I didn't know it was real. It was when I started working on set and people coming. Okay, it was when I did the audition. People coming for the audition. So many of them were abused. They didn't know that was what was going to happen. But when they saw the script and they're like, okay, we like do this, do that, do that, and most of them were crying. So I had to go talk to them. What's really going on? And this one is saying, this was what happened when I was maybe 5 years, maybe 4 years, and maybe. I was shocked. I'm like, really?
And it's about time someone started shedding light on it, because it's a huge problem at the moment.
Because, I mean, we Africans, we are shy of some kind of things. There's some things you don't want to talk to your mom about. There's some things you don't want to talk to your friends about, And then I had like 5 friends who were actually abused. When they were talking to me, they're like, we went to watch the movie together and they were crying, like not 1, not 2, not 3. And I'm like, what really happened? They said, oh, we have this face me face when you're growing up, and then maybe your mom is going to the market, or maybe something just, it's deeper than what we just see. It's really deep,
And how have you felt like, since that kind of response that you've got from that kind of issue and stuff like that, what do you think, can be done about it? And how do you think your film shedding light on that? What's the kind of response that you've got from it?
I'm just me. It's just like this. When I did the premiere, I had these abused kids, come over, and then they talk, and then like, my father did this to me, my aunt, my uncle, my this, and all of that. I had to reach out and try helping, but it can't just be one person. And if people were telling me, why not have maybe organization or something, I can't do that. I don't know how to go into that, So now the governments may not even know what's going on. It's something that now we have awareness. Someone knows about it. Oh, this can be done. This can be done. This can. You have to protect your children, especially the girls. You have to really go extra mile as a mother to protect your children. People know about this. So let's start from there. Let's start from being kind. Let's start from knowing that, oh, this is a child. You can't do this to a child. Let's start from protecting the girl child. Maybe that way there's solution somewhere, but the government has, the government.
Let me quickly ask you about Moses, because you worked with Moses in Wang, because would you say he's a perfectionist? Because from what you said so far, like, you had to change the script like 5 times. Is he that sort of a person that will make you go as much as that number of times just for perfection?
He's just a really good director. He's a very good director. Some directors are very detailed. Like, they want this, if the script requires this rock to be white, it should be white, it should not be brown. He's just, let's do it right, let's try and get it right, So, and then Motala was on film too, so we have to get it right. I did all of that. When Motala read the script, she's like, it was mostly court scenes, mostly a court movie. You have to go to court. So you had to bring in a lawyer. A lawyer had to write the lawyer scenes. So it wasn't something that I had to do it and like, oh, this is perfect. So many people had to go through the script. So many other directors, so many other actresses had to go through the script and like, okay, this is actually really good. Let's do this,
And had you known Moses right from way back, or this was your first time working with him?
This was, I just met him. Okay, so when I came back to Nigeria, I knew I wanted to do a good film because I've seen good films in New York Film Academy, and people are always talking about there's no good film from Africa. So I thought I'm going to do a good film. So I came back, I spoke to the first director. It's like, the kind of vision you have, I'm not sure I can do that because you're going to want to have like big actors, and then they don't respect directors like me. So I had to keep scouting for directors. Then I started praying. So one day I walked into Ebano and I saw Moses, and I went to talk to him. I'm like, okay, so I just came back. I want to do a movie, and I have all my cameras. I have everything. I need this to be on board. He said, oh, really? Okay, let's do it. But he did not trust me. Just thought I was just maybe talking. So we started having meetings, and he thought I was serious, And then he's like, okay, let's see the script. And we saw the script, and I'm like, okay, this is nice, but we can't work with this script. The kind of vision you have, this script is too small. So let's make the script perfect, So that I was happy to have that kind of guy. You don't just want to settle. You want to you have your own knowledge. You know what you want to do. You know.
So on the whole, you enjoyed working with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm sure your face dying to ask.
No. Like I actually feel like Lakwe would relate more to this. Like a woman would relate more to this story.
Oh, you don't get Lakwe started. You need to get her permission first.
No. Do you know? That's why I've been quiet, and I really wanted her to get a lot of things out of her chest first before I start going into the general stuff. Like,
you know what,
your movie was
sorry to
nominated.
cut in. Just can you just hold it? Let's just take a quick break, and then when we come back, you can do your questioning. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break, like I said. When we come back, we'll be bringing you more from our studio guest, Nollywood producer and actress Esther Eyibio. Don't even think about missing it.
That money we shoot every person that we know we can shoot. We don't let people die there.
You could have killed us for a long period of time.
Is that time why I carry gonorrhea? I first go hospital first, but it didn't no go. Now I come make that mama.
He just pulled it, he pointed and shot.
What is the soul of a man?
They suffer too much. They suffer too much.
Issues around the Nigerian police, we have to tackle it holistically.
Welcome back. It's Tea Time right here on Plus TV Africa. And if you're just joining us, we're talking to Nollywood producer, Nollywood filmmaker, and Nollywood actress Esther Eyibio. So before the break, Ife, you were going to ask her a question.
Yes, I was going to ask about how are you feeling right now getting the highest nominated movie at the 2018 AMVCA?
And sorry, before you cut it, because I think Ife should actually tell us this. It's been nominated for so many things, like...
Yes, like best cinematographer, best picture editor, best sound editor,
the
best
accolades
actress in the drama, best director, best... Oh Lord,
best movie
do you know
overall.
the one that caught me the most? Best movie in
West
Africa. That is, we're not
Best
just...
overall movie.
Yeah, that's the one that got me best overall movie.
No, but that's still in like in Nigeria. Are we not?
No, best overall, like Africa.
Full
Wow.
stop. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you feel about that?
I don't know, like I can't even believe it.
I can imagine. I mean, you fresh out of
honestly,
New York Film
Exactly, your
Academy.
first project.
Your first
like
project.
my first, like I can't believe it. You know, when that happened, I saw the AMVCA, people started saying, oh, congrats to this. Then I'm like, what's going on? Where can I see the full list? I was confused. So I went on the website and I saw Alter Ego was, I'm like, is that the Alter Ego I did? Because I was not sure.
Premiering in the UK and
Yeah, it was, I'm like, I don't understand. Is that because the movie won so many awards? Like Afrif, it was best movie Afrif. You know, best movie in Canada. It's have been best movie in Nigeria. Like I can't believe it. Like we have a lot of Nigerian films coming out every day.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of movies in the cinemas. So I'm like, just this me did all of that.
Do you listen
know?
to rap music?
I do.
Okay, so do you know the song If It Was Me? Do you know the song that'll come to mind?
No.
It was all a dream.
Like, no, it was not my dream. I never dreamed.
Okay,
I never thought about it. Like I thought maybe when I did my fifth film or maybe somewhere along the line, someone would just give me maybe best something somewhere.
Let me just quickly ask you, because like, how did you come about this name Alter Ego? And if you were responsible for it, because the reason why I'm asking is that I know there's been an alter ego in the Western Hemisphere, and it's also a film, and I think the Greeks actually did another film as well called Alter Ego. So I don't know, did you like get inspiration from them, or did this come out, you know, naturally for you?
Motola was the one that picked that name.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were shooting, we did not have a name for the movie.
Oh, okay.
And then there was a lot of publicity about the film, Motola's movies. Then Motola was like one day, so what should this movie be called? I think I had one funny name for the movie. Motola like, no, that movie, it should not be that name. The director had a name. No. So we kept talking about it every single day. One day Motola just said, oh, it should be called Alter Ego. And the director was like, yeah, Osaigo is nice. Yeah, let's do it. You know. So now when I'm thinking of a script, I don't have a name for the movie. The name might come when I'm shooting.
Yeah.
You know, we're like, oh, let's name this movie this. Let's do this. You know. So that's
how was it like working with Omotola? Because I mean, she is known to be a diva, and so I wanted to know what it was like to
Shaking the table.
Okay, I'm known for shaking the table, but still, like, I just wanted to know what it's like working with her, getting her on board. You know, you like you said, your first time making a film. Of course, you're not going to say anything bad about her, and I don't expect you to. But what was it like working with her? Is she as detailed as everybody say? Is she as pernickety as everybody?
Yeah, the problem is that she's too detailed. Okay, that's the problem.
So she was more of a perfectionist than Moses Iwan himself.
Yeah,
that's obviously a good.
She wanted everything to be so perfect that, you know, when you stressed up and someone wants something perfect, you don't want to hear that, but you just have to do it. It's when you're done doing it that you step out and you see it and like, oh wow, this was really nice, you know. So she being on board, being like a mother and saying, oh, let's not do it this way, let's do it that way. Let's come together and really think about this scene. When we're shooting, we're still writing the script. We're taking out scenes and we're putting in scenes, you know. So that's why we could not. I thought I was going to shoot the movie in 2 weeks, and then the month I was still shooting. Ooh. And then we had to take a break because I just realized that this was bigger than me. You know, when you start something with, okay, this thing I can do this thing with 20 million naira, I can get it done, and then you start, and then you are not even about to start, and you have 90 million, and you're like, oh Jesus, like I'm stuck. So we had to take a break and really think, okay, now let's be serious. Let's come back and get it done.
But looking back now, you don't have any regrets.
I don't have any. Looking back now, I'm like, I don't mind doing all of that all over again. You know, we had to go to the IDP camp. I thought when we were doing the IDP camp scene, because IDP camps, people just do there's a lot of crime over there.
All right, we haven't got long to go. So if your final question.
I've got a final question.
Okay. All right, so I just want to know, like, let's talk about sexual abuse, sex addiction, because there's a lot of things.
Sorry, can I just ask my question before you do that? Because you're about to go to something I'm about to ask a question. I just want to ask a really good question. Okay. Have you seen Fowles' video on...
yes, I have.
And do you feel like that was a correct... I mean, based on the people that you've spoken to and the film as well, do you feel like that was a kind of accurate representation of what's really going on?
I think so, yeah. I think that video was good. I think it was perfect. Okay. But we have hypocrites. We are not
straightforward.
Right, so we're talking about sexual abuse, sex addiction, and all of that. Yeah. And then you made reference to a friend of yours that inspired the movie. Yeah. How can people going through that now? How can they get help?
Can I get you to do that in like one sentence?
I think they have to talk to someone. You cannot get help by sitting down and feeling sorry for yourself. You have to talk to someone. Just open up to someone. Your mother, your friend, your boyfriend, your husband, anybody. Just talk to someone. Talk to anybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And with that, we come to the end of Tea Time. Join us this afternoon for another fresh episode of Tea Time. But before then, a big thank you goes to my co-anchors, the production team, our stylist, courtesy of Kudi Empire, and last but not least, our very own studio guest, Esther Eyibio. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Until next time, I'm Tokumbo Taiwo, and as we always say in Spanish, hasta mañana.
Hasta mañana.